everybody, and welcome back to another speed build. All right, so today, as you can tell, there's something a little different going on. I got a microphone. Well, I got headphones with a microphone in them. So I'm doing my first ever voiceover, and I'm excited and I'm a little nervous because I feel weird talking. Um, but yeah, so today I built like a desert mansion, kind of chic. I don't know. I imagine this being like the house that you would rent or like Airbnb for Coachella, you know, something like that, kind of like a Palm Springsy. I don't think that's where Coachella is, but you get it. So I had a lot of fun with this house. It was really big. Um, I keep saying so I was going for like a modern, kind of modern, like desert chic. I don't know if that's even a type of house. So I put these windows in. Um, I like to do the windows for some like right when I build the house, and then I can kind of adjust them as I do the rooms later on. And I used this eco lifestyle flooring that I love so much. It's kind of the, like, I think they're hexagons. I think it's like the wood flooring they have, and here I'm just doing the layout. Got all the different rooms lighted up, and then so I had a hard time like trying to figure out what wall color I wanted to do. I wanted something bright but modern and chic. I don't know. And so I'm starting the kitchen here. At first I started with these black ones, but as you'll see in a minute, I changed the color because I felt like I needed something more. I don't know, I think desert, when I think desert, I think like brown tones. So yeah, I ended up switching that around. But I actually really like the way this house turned out. I think it's got a nice vibe. Like I would stay here. If I saw this on Airbnb, I would definitely rent it. So I'm just doing the kitchen. I really like those spa day cabinets. I don't think I've ever really used them, but I like the rounded corners. They look kind of retro, which was I think a big vibe I was trying to do here in this house, was kind of retro, I guess. It's like maybe something that was built in the 70s and then ended up being like redone to just be a little more modern. So moving on to the dining room, I don't often put like a separate dining room in my builds, but the layout of this space was just kind of odd. So I needed to fill up all the areas, and I was like, you know what, let's put a cute little dining room in here. And I'm just going back, adding some decorations in. I kind of jump back and forth from like all the downstairs. I think I even do it on the upstairs. I just kind of bounce around. I get very distracted while I'm building. I also built this house over the period of like a day with a lot of breaks and stuff. Then I used these couches in the living room, and I don't think I've ever used them before on any of my builds. I often don't also do like, I'd use wood tones, but I don't use like brown furniture really that I can think of. But yeah, something I've noticed, I love all the eco lifestyle stuff. Like, it's all so cute. And so I'm just trying to find some rugs here. Yeah, I ended up switching that one out. And this was kind of a hard space to fill. There's kind of a weird gap between like the wall to the kitchen, or the half wall to the kitchen and the living room. But I don't know, I have a hard time with like spacing and stuff, and like fixing the rooms to be exactly how they might be in a house. But you know, I've decided there's some houses who have just kind of wonky shapes anyway, so it doesn't matter. So I'm just trying to fill some plants in there. Yeah, there we go. And now I'm just fixing up the wall color. And so I built this whole front room that you walk into, as you'll see. And then, you know, I was building it. I was like, this is so cute. I love this. I would want to stay at this house. But you'll notice in just a couple minutes there was something very essential that I missed. So I'm doing like a little study down here. I love this bookshelf. It's like, it doesn't even look like a bookshelf. It's like very retro. I think, what pack is that? Is it the Get Famous pack? I think it is. I just put it, this one's kind of a bare room. I wasn't exactly sure what to put in it. Um, but I wanted like a little office space area, and I also attached a bathroom to it. So this is the only bathroom downstairs. But I still, there's still one downstairs. There's another bathroom. You could always add in a shower or something if you wanted to. I just put a toilet in. Um, I love that tiny living shelf. I use that in like probably every build. I think something I've noticed. Um, so now I'm just fixing up, doing some final touches over in the front entry area. I just put these little shelves. I wanted something on that wall, but I don't know. There's only so many paintings that I like, and only so many things. And then I put a little chair in there. See, I'm switching back and forth so much in this house. Um, and then I think it was at this exact moment I realized I forgot to put stairs in the house. Yes, there was no way to get upstairs, and so I had to do a lot of adjustment here. It ended up turning out fine. I still think it's cute. I don't know where else you would have wanted the stairs in this house. Um, I feel like that's a good, central area for them. But yeah, I could not believe that I forgot to put stairs in. I was like so proud. I thought this downstairs was so cute. I loved the theme. I loved kind of like the pinky deserty vibes. And yeah. So I'm just finishing that up, and now we're moving up to the upstairs. And up here, I don't know, it was kind of easy to do a layout, but I was also trying to figure out where the bathrooms were. I ended up adding you'll see, yeah, I added up like a little overhang area to put a bathroom in to attach it, and I ended up making that the master bedroom. So this house has a master bedroom. It can fit like a teen sim is what I was thinking for one of the bedrooms, and then maybe 2 child sims. And yeah, so I'm just putting the doors in, still trying to figure out that layout. I didn't know if I wanted the bathrooms to attach, and so I did end up, so all the bathrooms upstairs end up attaching. But something I think is cool about all the bedrooms up here is they all have their own like deck area upstairs. So the master and then the room with the 2 single beds, they share one in the front, and then the teen room is what I've decided it has one in the back. It has its own private one, which as a kid I would have loved so much. That would have been so fun. So yeah, I don't know. I wanted to keep the retro theme up here. I didn't end up putting those in, but yeah, I wanted to keep the retro theme, but it was kind of difficult. I don't know. Because I like the Get Famous furniture, but I felt like I used so much of it downstairs I didn't want to just keep reusing things. But I liked the way it turned out in the end. It's kind of bare, but I think you can add your own stuff in if you wanted to use this house, because why not? And then just doing the hallway here, and then I move on. Wait, maybe I don't move on. Oh yeah, I have to do the bathroom still, I think. I always have a hard time with figuring out like what to do with bathrooms. I don't know, I feel like they usually end up all the same. For me, all kind of boring, like something over the toilet, a sink, and a shower, And then I move on to this. This room has 2 beds, and so I feel like this is kind of where like the Airbnb B&B vibes come in for me, where it's like, you have like the main bedroom, and then you have a bedroom with like a couple single beds in it, and I feel like that's how most of like the big Airbnbs I've stayed at are. But I did end up putting some kid stuff in here, because I thought maybe like 2 kids could stay in here. Maybe you got twin girls and they live in here. I don't know. I always come up with stories when I'm building a house, but you don't obviously have to use them that way. So I built the connecting bathroom on there, which I would have loved as a kid. I don't know. This house I feel like was my dream house as a kid, and there's a deck. So yeah, I switch back and forth here a lot. I think I start building this one, and then I go back to do like wall stuff on the other one for some reason. But I really liked this like pinky purpley in here. Like I would have loved this room. I might still love this room. I think they're really cute. Oh, I put fans in all the rooms because I was like, if you're in the desert, you're gonna want a fan. I don't know. Um, but yeah, I really like this room. So, and I love the tiny living stuff. The tiny living stuff I put in all of my builds. I feel like it's my most used pack. That and like newly eco lifestyle. So yeah, here's where I moved to put like paintings up and stuff. I go back and forth a lot here. I was all over the place. I couldn't keep the plot. And I used to put little fairy lights like that in all my builds, and I stopped doing it for so long for some reason. But I think it's super cute in like teen bedrooms or kids' bedrooms. Um, yeah, so I'm just putting some little finishing touches in here. And I just have a hard time filling up weird little gaps like that. Like, I so often use plants, but not every room needs a million plants. And then I moved on to the laundry room down here. There's like a door to go outside. It's kind of like a mud room. And if you know me, you know I love mud rooms. I put them in so many of my houses. I think they're so cute. I've always wanted one. Now moving on to the outside, I always put the darker on the roof there. I think it makes houses look more put together, more put together. And then this one was hard. The lighting on the slot is so weird. Like everything looks very yellowy orangey. But if you're looking at the back there, you can tell it's not super yellow and orange. Like it's just the way the sun hits it for some reason. Um, so yeah, I tried to make the outside look very deserty, so I used like sand. You'll see that here in a second. Um, I don't know. I try to think of every house I've ever been to in like Arizona or like somewhere deserty, and this is kind of what I came up with for the outside. And then put some palm trees in there. Um, I sized them down. Oh yeah, something I did want to mention. If you ever want to use one of my houses for my builds, make sure before you place it, you put bb.moveobjects on. Because I use move objects for like everything I do. And so if you don't, it'll just take out the items. It won't place the items as I place them. They just won't be there. So that way, if you want to use my house, like it won't be all messed up. So yeah, bb.move objects on if you ever want to use one of my houses. So I really liked the way I did the landscaping here. I like the little boxes with the palm trees and the rocks. Like I think I've been getting better at landscaping, something I used to be pretty bad at, but I've gotten better. And so for the outdoor space, I was thinking, like I wanted something that you could do like entertaining in. Like if you let's say this is an Airbnb, like you'd want some fancy extras for it. And so I ended up putting a pool in. I don't usually put pools in my builds. I kind of just forget they exist. I don't think if I use one in one of my houses, I don't ever make my Sims swim really. I don't know why. Yeah, and then I ended up changing all the stone on all the porches and things, and then I flipped back to the front because, as you know, I'm just all over the place all the time. But I hope that's not too hard to watch, me flipping all over. Like, I think about it a lot when I do it. Like, hopefully, like, people don't think I'm just flipping around and it's impossible to watch, but, I don't know. I feel like it doesn't really take me out of it, so hopefully it doesn't take you out of it. And so I'm just putting some lights up, putting some more plants in here, I believe. Yes, it was. I used like the agave plant, the succulent, some rocks, and then the little cactus. Those were the most. Oh, and then I think that's a palm leaf plant. I don't know. I just wanted it to be like stuff you'd find in the desert, And then I really like this area. As you can see, I put in. This is what is it? Patio stuff, perfect patio stuff set. It has the grill with it. It has the counters and then those chairs. I love them. I think it's so cool. My cousin growing up had a patio that was like that, and so now I love putting it in all my builds. And I put like a little sitting area. And then I think, oh yeah, I put like one of those little heater things up there. And then I thought about putting a hot tub, and I was like, no. And I just ended up putting a fireplace. Hot tubs are another thing that I like never ever use. And yeah, so now I'm finishing up here, just some little final last touches. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope my first voiceover wasn't too painful to listen to. I'm sure I'll get more comfortable as time goes on. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed. I'm having a lot of fun making these houses, and I hope you enjoy them. All right, guys, have a good one. I don't know how to end them yet. Thanks for watching. Bye.